Hi gang, wherever you're watching this, whether it's in on Vimeo, YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, definitely on Mr. GTV. Come with me on a journey which is all about my dog Neo. I called him Neo, N-E-O, because that's the main character in the film The Matrix, and we do live in the Matrix, and I think you'll realise that the more you tune in to me. What's going on in the world at the moment is quite honestly unbelievable. What's going on in my life is unbelievable. I'm going to be sharing some of those stories and the learnings that come out of those stories, and I want to interact with you guys to know what your stories are. So let me know what the themes and memes are in your life, and we'll do some analysis and some divination. Got to hold everything up to the light and ask yourself what's it all about. And what it was all about for me in the last 3 days is no sleep whatsoever. Although I've been teaching in my Mind Body Spirit group that sleep deprivation is a portal to altered states. I definitely feel in an altered state. But I've got a bigger smile on my face than I have had for the last 2 or 3 days, where there's been a lot of tears shed for my little Neo, the one, O-N-E, N-E-O. Because the story of Neo in The Matrix is that he was on death's door. I came back from my chess club on Thursday and discovered him half paralysed, eyes closed, opened his eyes, no reaction, no response, so partially blind or blind, really in pain, twitching, having seizures, not able to walk, incontinent, not eating. I left him perfectly fine, and that's what I returned to. So I stayed up with him all night, took him immediately first thing in the morning Friday to the veterinary hospital. It wasn't a good prognosis, but they did what they could, and it was a matter of observation. And been giving Neo Reiki, had him round some crystals, set up some sacred symbols. We'll talk about that sort of stuff again, what I do, and you'll find it fascinating, and it works. A lot of people think it's mumbo jumbo. If it was mumbo jumbo, trust me, I wouldn't be involved in it. I would only do something with evidence, scientific, but it's not going to be the science that you're used to. It's metaphysics, not biology, chemistry and physics. It's metaphysics. It's beyond all that. It's beyond comprehension, but trust me, it's the magic of the Matrix, it's the miracle of the Matrix, but it's been hidden from us. And on this channel I'll be sharing with you some of the stuff. If you want to go in depth, then I suggest that you get involved in the Mind Body Spirit group, where I actually teach this stuff, but I'll be making commentary on it. And yesterday we went to another vet. They put him on anticonvulsants and some adrenaline, anti-inflammatories for his brain, basically what I would consider to be gabapentin. I do work in mental health. I was a consultant with the NHS, using what's called psychoneuroimmunology, using the mind, thoughts, the systems of the body, the matrix of the body, to improve your health, to control pain on an orthopedic ward, and also doing hypnobirthing. So I've got a familiarity. I'm not a healthcare practitioner. I'm a mental and emotional NHS consultant. But I've worked on wards. I've been on pain wards and neurology wards, and worked with amputees and a whole range of people. So they put him on gabapentin, which is an anticonvulsant, and literally within 4 hours there was a massive improvement. The trick now is to get him off those and to maintain that improvement, otherwise he's going to be on medications for life, which will change his life. And what I'll be doing is I'll be doing what I always do. I mean, obviously I've got to do what I've got to do. I've got to get him well and get him through this hell. But once we've stabilised him and done damage limitation, in other words, once we've made sure he's not going to have any more seizures, which could make what hopefully will be a temporary condition permanent, then I'd be looking for alternatives. These alternatives are not fringe. It very much 80, 90, 100 years ago, the alternatives now, what is considered fringe, homeopathic, allopathic, naturopathic, herbal, natural earth medicines were mainstream, and all the other stuff from the companies, I'm careful what words I use, I don't want to get this video deleted or the channel deleted or myself deleted, which has happened because I've talked about, suppressed immune response and how to boost that with your mind, and I got deleted for that just before last Christmas. For a month I got 3 strikes, and just for talking about boosting your metabolism for the C word. You'll have to realise that I'm going to have to use code words, so we'll call the VIRUS, we'll call that Vera, and we'll call the COVID Colin. So we got Colin and Vera, and then we'll call the other thing that you stick in your arm the Jabberwoony. And hopefully, I trust that you'll be careful what you post and share, because we don't want to get deleted. But basically, for centuries we ruled the land. We understood. We had midwives and we had nurses, and you would call them shamans or witch doctors in some cultures, but they understood the body-mind connection, the energy and the belief system through spiritual practices and nutrition, and the matrix of the body, the auric system, meridians, chakras, and how to maintain health through balance and peace and prayer, which isn't religion. Trust me, you'll learn that prayer is not religion. Prayer is a thought form. It's a projection of an intention. It's just that we've been told by the system, the matrix, that we have to go to church, that we have to talk through a pope or a priest or, I don't know, a state intervention, that there's an intermediary between you and God. Bullshit. You don't need any of that. That's just control. It's to control the masses, which is why in Catholicism, and I'm not criticising any devout Catholic, God bless you, and I'm not really criticising some of the people who serve the people through those religions. God bless you. You probably don't know, you might, and if you do, shame on you. But if you don't know and you're a good person, there's no judgment. There's no judgment even if you're a bad person. There's no judgment. I don't judge. I don't hold any resentment. But those systems, through those authorities and those people, is taking your power away. You're handing over your power. You're handing over your sovereignty. For your belief system, and also through health, you're handing over your health. And I'm looking after Neo. I'm actually on a journey now to the family vets. It's actually called the family vet. It says family vet over the door. He'll have a checkup and another blood test. This is going to be a daily thing. For your state of mind, for your physical health, your emotional health, for your spiritual connection, it's got to be a daily practice. It's got to be something that you do in the moment, all the time. It's not something that you go to church, or you go to a yoga club twice a week, or once a week, or once a month, that you go to a gymnasium, that you do anything in isolation to the rest of your life. You can't just do yoga. You are yoga. You become a yogi. You can't just do Reiki at a Reiki share or on a Thursday night, or you live Reiki. You can't just eat healthy when it suits you, and then go and get yourself a Happy Meal or a Big Mac, the set, with the big bucket of Coke, that's the killer. You either do it or you don't. It's black and white for me. And this dog Neo gets the best food, and I get the best food. And I do the right things. And I do what's right. There's a difference there between some people do what the world tells you is right, but it's not the right things. So, I mean, even at school, I was given milk, a little pony of milk, a little third of a pint of milk every day, and yet we're the only species that drink the lactation of another animal. You wouldn't find a puppy sucking on the teat of a goat. You wouldn't find a giraffe sucking on the teat of a cow, and yet we drink the lactation of a cow. And look at the size of a cow, look at the back end of a bull, and then you look at yourself and you wonder why you've got problems. So you've got to look at everything, really. But I'm not going to be a purist and preach and teach that stuff, because it's not my expertise, but you can research that and look at that. So you'll be on a journey with me. So I'm nearly at the vets now. This is my story, and through this story, which is a projection on the screen of the Matrix, I'm decoding this experience for my edification. I'm learning from this. I'm learning compassion, love. I'm understanding what's important, what's not. I'm reminded about the healthcare system through my experience with these vets. I'm an inverse paranoid. It's all there for me, not there against me. The world's not against you. It's just your perception that's blinding you to the truth. It's occult knowledge, and occult isn't evil. It's just hidden knowledge. It's your power that's been suppressed. Be powerful, don't be suppressed. See everything as an opportunity to learn, and share your stories with me as I share my stories and life with you, and we'll grow in this community in a state of power and unity. Okay, speak later. Take care.